A very good morning, children. So, children, today I am going to begin the first chapter of biology, that is the fundamental unit of life. In my previous lecture, I have already discussed with you that what is biology, right? So, what all are the living things? Whatever is moving is living, right? Even though the plants are not moving, but they are living. Your question, your doubt is absolutely correct, but they are living, right? Then what is happening? There are invisible things. There are invisible things which are not visible to us, to our naked eyes, but then there is a huge world of microorganisms that we will be studying in the another chapter, right? So let's begin this chapter, the fundamental unit of life. And what is that? That is a cell, and it was discovered first of all by a European scientist, Robert Hooke. In 1665, he observed the cork cell and he saw the chambers, right? And he said that in Latin it was called celluli or cellula, right? Which means a small chamber. Alright. So, these small chambers are now, or a little room is called cell. Cell is the basic structural and functional unit of life. चाहे वो plant हो, be it bird, be it amoeba, be it any microorganism, even if it is a virus, COVID-19, it is a cell. It works inside a cell. So, a virus, we say that it is a connecting link between living and non-living things. So, let us move. So, in 1665, Robert Hooke observed these chambers and he called them cellula or the cell, which means little rooms. The basic unit of all the living world is a cell. This is clear. Let's move further. उस समय में there was a primitive microscope. This is a compound microscope and it works on the basis of light. There are few lenses and the light falls on this lens and whatever specimen is here, आपने जूम से आपको समझ में आ जाता होगा. आजकल हर मोबाइल फ़ोन में कैमरे हैं और कैमरे से हम लोग पिक्चर जूम कर लेते हैं. हम कुछ ही टाइम्स जूम कर पाते हैं. माइक्रोस्कोप बहुत ज़्यादा जूम कर लेता है एंड वेरी स्मॉल पार्टिकल कैन ऑल्सो बी सीन इन टू much detail. This is a simple compound microscope which is present in your biology lab. Whenever the school will open, I'll take you to the lab and you can see this very slide will be seeing onion peel hai. So what is happening? Apart from this compound microscope, there is also electron microscope. Electron microscopes क्या होते हैं? वो उनका magnification is thousand times. Like they go into much the most possible detail. Electron microscopes can show it to us. All right. So this is slide of onion peel. आपने देखा होगा जब भी आप सैलेड खाते हो, आप क्या करना, एक प्याज को ऐसे you just break it and you'll find a thin membrane. So that is the onion peel. And if we take it to the lab, we color it with saffron in solution. When I'll be teaching you practical, I'll be telling you that why do we use the stain or the colors. Because these stain or colors, they color the different parts of the cell and then it is easily visible in the microscope. So here we are using saffron stain to observe the onion peel, and under the compound microscope we will be seeing something like this, right? There is no intercellular spaces, nucleus is visible and the cell is there. We'll go in detail of the study of the cell, but first of all we'll go with the history. We'll go with the history of the cell, the structures which we observed in the under the microscope. They were the cells, and these cells you will be observing this slide. But first of all, let us go into the history of the discovery of cell. For your information, children, in 1665 these compound microscopes were not invented. We had a prototype of it. We had a primitive type of microscope, and you'll not believe, you'll laugh, but then that is the truth, that these microscopes had small lanterns of lamps of kerosene lamps or spirit lamps. So imagine the passion these scientists had, that they even at night they used to, their seeking mind was trying to observe the things, and at night there was no sun, so they used to have these small kerosene lamps so that the light can fall on the crude lens, and then they can observe it. You just watch it, and आपको ये नेट पे मिल जाएगा primitive lamp. Then there was a primitive microscope. After that there was an improved microscope. See, 1665 and 1674 we are talking about. Anton von Leeuwenhoek was the scientist who discovered cells in the pond water for the first time. Robert Hooke has discovered something, but how do people? आपने देखा होगा ना, if somebody says something, you just don't believe it till you yourself see to it. So the scientists started looking into different arenas, that ये कह रहा है सेल ऐसे होती है, तो क्या हमें और भी जगह सेल ऐसे दिखती है? Yes. They were all successful. So there was one gentleman, Anton von Leeuwenhoek, in 1674. By the time the microscope was little improved and we saw the cells in the pond water. After that it was Robert Brown who discovered the nucleus. अभी तक तो इनको सेल के चेम्बर्स हेक्सागन दिख रहे थे. अब आए Robert Brown. Now you have to learn this. This whole thing is very important, children, because many questions can be created out of it. So it was Robert Brown in 1831. Now from 1674 to 1831 it was Robert. People were working more than 100 years. People were working, and finally in 1831 Robert Brown told that every cell has a nucleus. Okay. Then Perkin J in 1839, people are working. आपने देखा ना, जिस दिन एप्पल का suppose Apple 12 is launched, that very day it becomes obsolete because the team is working on the better version. So people are continuously, scientists are continuously, people like you and me, they were not from other planets, so they kept on working, and then they discovered, Perkin J in 1839 said that there is a basic mass. I'll be teaching you that in detail, that there is a basic mass in every cell and we call it protoplasm. Alright, let's move further. Then came the cell theory for plants and animals. It was given by two scientists, two biologists, Slidane and Schwann in 1838 and 39. And then it lacked some points, and then Rupert Virchow came in 1855 and he added to this cell theory. So when it says that who propounded the cell theory, we use the names Schleiden and Schwann. क्या था उस सेल थ्योरी में, हम लोग अभी आगे बढ़ेंगे, ठीक है. Then there was a discovery of electron microscope in 1940, and the privacy of the cellular world was broken, intruded, and with the help of electron microscope, we came to know about the world inside a cell. You will be, although in class 8 you have just touched the fringes, this year we will go in further detail that even each and every cell has its own world, its own division of labor head. There are so many parts of a cell which perform different functions. So it's amazing. It's a world of cell we are going to study. It's amazing. Now let us come to the different types of cells. We are going to divide cells on various bases. Like there are many organisms who their whole life cycle is completed in a single cell, like amoeba, like paramecium, like euglena, है ना. इनकी single cell body होती है and all the life processes are completed inside a single cell, and that is why they are not visible to our naked eyes, right? But we can definitely see them through the microscopes more in detail with the help of electron microscope. Now children, so cells are of different numbers के basis पे we can divide unicellular and multicellular. Uni means one, right? And multi means many. We are multicellular. We are multi-million cellulars, right? Elephants are even multi-million cellular. Even an ant is a multicellular organism, right? So we can divide cells into unicellular organisms, and multicellular organisms. That is one type of division. Then there are various cells. Cells have different shapes and sizes also. In here the picture we have different sizes of the cell, types of the cell, but as per performing their function. We have a smooth muscle cell, we will study in detail in the tissue. We have blood cells. आपको भी पता हमारी body में red blood cells अलग होती हैं, white blood cells are different from them. This is a nerve cell. This is the longest cell of the human body. क्यों? क्योंकि इसको बहुत quickly message transmit करना है ना. I put my hand on my head and I already know that I am touching something which is soft, which is smooth, है ना. I am touching my head. तो जितना मुझे बोलने में लगा उसके 1 millionth time में the moment I touched and I know I am touching something. The moment I touch this, okay, I get this different feeling that I am touching something which is flat, hard, smooth. तो ये मैसेज ट्रांसमिट कैसे होता है? नर्व सेल्स. तो द लेंथ ऑफ द नर्व सेल्स आर अप टू अ मीटर लॉन्ग, क्योंकि बहुत क्विकली इनको मैसेज ट्रांसमिट करना है. इसी तरह से स्पर्म सेल है, फैट सेल है. यू कैन सी इट इज फैट सेल्स, दे कॉज फैट इन द बॉडी, दे themselves are very fatty. This is ovum, this is sperm, bone cell. We'll be studying about different cells further. So the cells are of different shapes and sizes because they perform different function. But इनका basic structure आगे बढ़ेंगे वो बिल्कुल same भी होगा, ठीक है. So let's move further. Why it's not moving? Yeah, I'll teach you till here. Yeah. So we know that there are unicellular organisms, there are multicellular organisms. Multicellular organisms means उनकी बॉडी बहुत ज़्यादा सेल्स की बनी होती है, मल्टीपल सेल्स की बनी होती है, और वहाँ पर डिविजन ऑफ लेबर होता है. इफ़ यू लुक एट ह्यूमन बॉडी, है ना, देर आर सेल्स हु परफॉर्म द फंक्शन ऑफ स्पीकिंग, डाइजेशन, लुकिंग समथिंग, लिसनिंग, स्मेलिंग, टचिंग. ये क्या है? देर आर डिफरेंट टाइप्स ऑफ सेल्स परफॉर्मिंग डिफरेंट टाइप्स ऑफ फंक्शंस, राइट? So these are the then there are blood cells, there are heart cells. These are cells which are in our control, right? So the more complex is the organism, the variety of cells that organism will have. So these are two questions. You please do them into your biology copy with today's date. Mind it. आज की डेट के साथ में आपका काम शुरू हो जाना चाहिए. वी विल बी सबमिटिंग योर कॉपीज. ओके, सो हु डिस्कवर्ड सेल्स एंड हाउ? आई वुड सजेस्ट यू, आप पूरी टाइमलाइन बना लीजिए, राइट? You write who discovered the cell, who discovered cell again in the pond water, who coined the term protoplasm, who discovered nucleus, who gave the cell theory. These all things should be, आप उसकी chronology, we call it chronology. Chrono means number, age wise, ठीक है, date wise. तो आप उसकी chronology लिखिए. And why is the cell called the structural and functional unit of life? Because कोई भी लिविंग ऑर्गेनिज्म का बेस क्या है? स्ट्रक्चर का सेल, स्ट्रक्चरल यूनिट. जितने भी फंक्शंस हमारी बॉडी या कोई भी लिविंग ऑर्गेनिज्म करता है, वो फंक्शंस कौन करता है? सेल करती है, ठीक है. एंड दैट इज व्हाई सेल इज नोन एज द स्ट्रक्चरल एंड फंक्शनल यूनिट ऑफ लाइफ. ये है सेल थ्योरी. सो देयर आर 2 points in a cell theory. First, that cell is the basic structural and functional unit of life, and second is that a new cell arises from the old existing cell. These are the 2 points or 2 postulates of the cell theory which you need to write. So you have the internal questions. Please start doing it. Read the chapter. Make your own notes. Any problem, this video will be there on the YouTube. You can always ask me and I'll be happy to solve your problems. All right. Thank you very much. Happy learning.